UK warns Russia on strategic mistake over military action in Ukraine. President Biden during a virtual summit with President Putin had threatened to impose sanctions if Russia attacked Ukraine. Ahead of the G7 foreign ministers meet, UK's Foreign Minister Liz Truss said Russia would be committing a strategic mistake if it attacked Ukraine. Truss said there would be severe consequences if anything were to happen, referring to Russia's reported plan to attack Ukraine, which has been dominated the European agenda in the past month. The UK Foreign Minister also expressed concern over the Nord Stream 2 natural gas pipeline project. Nord Stream 2 is very important, Truss said, adding, moving ahead with that in the case of this aggression that we're seeing by Russia with respect to Ukraine would be a problem. Turkey won't turn its back on Afghanistan, Erdogan said. Turkey does not have the luxury of turning its back on Afghanistan, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said on Friday. It is our common wish that Afghanistan achieves lasting peace and stability, Erdogan told a meeting of the Parliamentary Union of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation member states. We do not have the luxury of turning our backs on the Afghan people, he added. Since the Taliban took power, Turkey and Turkish aid groups have sent extensive aid to the people of Afghanistan, with Turkish officials warning about the humanitarian situation in the country. Pakistan Taliban ends ceasefire with government to resume attack. The banned Tarek-e-Taliban Pakistan, TTP, will not extend the month-long ceasefire deal negotiated with the Pakistan government, the militant group has announced, in a major setback to Prime Minister Imran Khan's efforts to secure a peace agreement with the dreaded outfit waging war against the state for decades. The Pakistani Taliban has been behind many major attacks on Pakistani security forces and civilians over the last 14 years, a statement issued by the TTP on Thursday accusing the Pakistan government of failing to honor the decisions, including the release of their fighters. It gave out details of the six-point agreement reached with the government under the aegis of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, IEA, on October 25, 2021, the Dawn newspaper reported. The two sides, according to the agreement, had accepted that the IEA would play the role of a mediator and that both sides would form 5-member committees each which, under the supervision of the mediator, would discuss the next course of action and demands of each side. Both sides, it said, had also agreed to observe a month-long ceasefire from November 1 to November 30, 2021, and that the government would release 102 imprisoned mujahideen and hand them over to the TTP through the IEA, and that both sides would issue a joint statement regarding the ceasefire on November 1, 2021, the report said. According to the statement, the government not only failed to implement the decisions reached between the two sides, but on the contrary, the security forces conducted raids in Dera Ismail Khan, Laki Marwat, Swat Bajur, Swabi in North Waziristan and killed and detained militants. Under these circumstances, it is not possible to extend the ceasefire, the TTP said. Earlier in an audio message, TTP Chief Mufti Noor Wali Masud announced an end to the ceasefire and asked his fighters to resume attacks past 12 a.m.